We welcome you inside 12th Man Studios. This is Higgins Hindsights, the season opening edition. Reason being, Texas A&M men's golf got their 2019-2020 campaign underway at the Gopher Invitational in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I am joined by Aggie head coach, as always, J.T. Higgins. With him, senior from Pace, Florida, Dan Erickson. He, as an individual, was second at the Gopher Invitational. The Aggie team, also second against a quality field. And J.T., just start with you. How'd you feel about it? First tournament out there in Minnesota.
You know, second place is good. We beat some quality teams, Arkansas and Oklahoma, defending SEC champions, and Oklahoma's made match play the last 4 years, nationals. I think they're ranked in the top 10 again this year. So that was great, but still can't feel totally great about it because I feel like we let one slip away a little bit. I think we were the best team there, and really the only negative of the whole week was the way we played the 17th hole the last day, and we played it 5 over, and we kind of gave it to them instead of them going and earning it. So I think other than that, though, I was pretty pleased. I thought we did a lot of things well and got a lot of good things to build on, and hopefully just get better from here.
Yeah, Dan, same placing for you as an individual, second place, so almost same question. How'd you feel about the game to get the season started?
It was good. It was a good season start, and I think we got a lot of stuff to build on from there. It was tough conditions over there. It was cold, windy, rainy, and we haven't played in any conditions that have really been like that in a while in a Texas summer. So, I think it was a good starting point for our season, and I think we'll really be able to build on it.
Yeah, I was curious to see how you guys felt about it. You're leaving 100-degree heat.
Yeah.
You're probably feeling good about it cooling off, but all of a sudden the rain hits with it.
We skipped nice. We thought it was going to be in the 70s, and it was in the 50s, and it was raining and windy the whole time. I mean, it just really. I think there was a couple times where you had to take off a layer because it got a little warm, but when you're wearing 3 or 4 layers of clothes in September, that's a little shock for guys from Texas, and that just left 100-degree heat and humidity. So it was a little bit different for us, but the guys handled it great. That first round was really impressive. We got it to double digits under par at one point, and ended up 8 under for the round, and just kind of blew everyone away that first round, and then we just kind of let everyone back in. We weren't that sharp in the second round. Almost like a lid got put on the hole. We hit a lot of good putts. They just they weren't dropping. So we went from 19 birdies in the first round to 10 in the second round, and that was kind of different. So we just didn't make a lot of putts.
Dan, for you in that weather, any adjustments that need to be made?
It's just everything kind of moves a little slower when you have the umbrella out, you got the towels, you got to keep everything dry. Just kind of not getting too flustered, I guess, and just taking it one shot at a time, staying dry, staying patient. So it's a little bit of an adjustment, but we handled it pretty well. And
Coach, you also had William Pacey, top 10.
Yeah, how about that?
First career collegiate start.
Yeah.
Essentially, pretty nice round.
Yeah, William probably had one of the better redshirt years of anyone we ever had, like as far as the improvement he made over the course of the year. And really, short game is just amazing where he's at, because he'd be the first one to tell you he did not hit it very well this week and struggled with that. But man, he got it up and down, and he putted well, and just a great finish to start. I saw his brother yesterday, and I was teasing him. I said, I think it took you 2 years to get a top 10 finish, and he got one in his first start. He said, believe me, if you don't think I've already heard that.
Yeah. And Dan, it's the first tournament. You guys have a lot to go in 2019 and 2020. You don't learn everything about you and your teammates in one tournament, but you learn some things. What did you find out about this team to get the season teed off?
We lost a key piece in Chandler last year, but I think everyone stepped up their game a little bit. Everyone gets a little bit better, makes up for that loss. And Willie and Jimmy, the 2 freshmen coming in, well, redshirt freshmen and freshmen, but those guys really came through, and their games are really promising. And it looks like we're gonna be all right this season. And
Coach, like we said, golf keeps records.
Yeah.
This tournament, it's not like you just say Aggies finished second out of 13. I love that golf keeps records now.
Right.
So you're 11-1.
Right.
We were kind of chuckling before we started. You're 11-1 on the road.
Yeah.
But what did you find out? I mean, coaches find out some things in the opening tournament, but like I said, not everything. But what did you learn?
I thought we were going to be really good to start the year, and I think it's going to surprise some people. Losing Chandler, I know this guy, we're asking a lot of him this year. He's been a regular for 3 years in our lineup, but he's kind of been at the back end of it, and now it's time for him. And he's responded great. We need him and Walker to be the leaders of the team, and obviously Brandon Smith. There's just a lot of, we are good, top to bottom. I don't think we're not going to have any bad tournaments, knock on wood, but we need some lead dogs. We need some guys to pull the train, and we've got some senior leadership there that can do it. And Dan and Brandon and Walker's a junior, some upperclassmen that can if they play the way we think that they can play this year, we're good top to bottom, and that makes it where it's hard to shoot a bad score. You're going to have 4 or 5 guys competing. I was really proud of the fact that all 5 guys are in the top half of the field. That's a huge emphasis for us this year. So, last year we'd have 1 or 2 guys that finished 40th or 50th, and then we'd have guys at the top. Well, our whole goal this year is that every tournament we play in, all 5 guys are at the top half of that field, and we got some guys competing for individual championships. And if we get 5 guys doing that, where they're trying to win the tournament themselves and not counting on their teammates to make up for them, and everyone's just accountable for their own score, we're going to be really good because we've got a lot of talent.
Good start, guys. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
All right, Dan Erickson, JT Higgins, right here on Higgins Hindsight. The Aggies are back in action September 20th through 22nd at the Illini Invitational in Champaign, Illinois.